Hey guys, it's Heather and I am excited to share with you my journey into coaching because you guys, that's one of the coolest things. Like everybody on our team has a different why on how they got involved in coaching. We're all from different places, different backgrounds, and we all have a different reason on why we decided to get involved in coaching. For me, my background was corporate America. I used to work for Merrill Lynch. I had 3 licenses with them, my 763, 65. And when we started to have children, I decided to become a stay-at-home mom. And I thought that was going to be so amazing. Like, I was going to be a stay-at-home mom. And it was amazing for a while. And then it wasn't so amazing. Like, don't get me wrong. I love my 3 kids. I love the opportunity to stay home with them. But really, guys, what happened was I was sort of losing my purpose, Like, everything I did was revolving around these 3 children. But what was happening was I was so obsessed with, them being so perfect and being there for every minute and, taking them to the park and doing this and doing that I started to sort of lose my own life because I was like, oh, I gotta be there for my kids. I gotta be there for my kids. And, and plus it was challenging to have to, I love to volunteer, but it was a challenge to find a sitter in the middle of the day so I could go to a volunteer meeting, or it just, going out at night was a challenge because my kids didn't sleep all night and it wasn't fun for me. And so I just started to stay home. My biggest outing was I would go to lunch with some friends who also had kids. But then I would have 1 or 2 glasses of wine and my husband would come home and he'd be like, hey, what'd you do today? And I'm like, I cleaned up Cheerios off the floor 5 times and I went to lunch and had 2 glasses of wine. I was like, oh my God, this is, this is not gonna work, this is sort of headed down a mom hole. And on top of that, my husband owns his own business and he absolutely positively loves what he does. And that was sort of creating a little bit of animosity with me towards him because I was like, oh my God, he's going out and he's living, his best life and loves what he does. And here I am at home cleaning up Cheerios and whatever. And so I sort of was like, oh my God, I gotta do something here. But it was I didn't want to go back to corporate America because I didn't want to be under somebody else's schedule. I didn't want to have to worry about sick days or vacation days. I wanted to be able to get up in the morning and make my kids school lunches and be able to drive them to school. I wanted to be able to go on field trips. I wanted to be able to pick them up from school. I wanted to be able to take them to, their after school activities. So going and getting a job wasn't gonna make me happy. That was just gonna be a different kind of miserable. So with that, my cousin reached out to me and she's like, hey, I know, how important fitness and nutrition is to you. And I think you should join my coach team. And I was like, okay, yeah, I want to help people get started on fitness routines. And I love to cook and I love to share recipes. So yeah, I can share recipes with them and help them with nutrition. Sure, sign me up. But I was just signing up to have a purpose. I just wanted something to do with my time and I wanted to be fulfilled and I wanted it to be rewarding. And so I started signing people up for what we call challenge groups. And then you guys, I started to get checks in the mail and they started to come more frequently. And I actually had to call my cousin and I'm like, what's up with the check I got in the mail? She's like, oh, well, you did this, this, and this, and you earned an income from it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they were coming weekly. And so I called her back and I was like, how often do these checks come? And she's like, well, we get paid every Thursday. I'm like, oh my God. She's like, do you not have direct deposit set up? So every Thursday, direct deposit into my bank account. I was like, that's really cool. So, as time went on, I sort of stumbled into coaching because again, I just signed up because I was looking for a purpose and I wanted to help other people feel amazing because I know firsthand, being an asthmatic and taking medication, I know what exercise and nutrition can do for your body. But I wanted other people to feel amazing and know that, they can do it too. And so I fell in love with the process and fell in love with what I had to offer. And, you know, my cousin kept saying, well, do this, do this, do this. And next thing I knew, I was building my own business from the ground up, but I was still able to be a mom to my kids and take them to school and pick them up and make their lunch. I was still able to be a wife and, you know, like be there for my husband and help him with his schedule and everything. Like nobody really like had any life altering changes because I could totally build this business from my phone right here in the kitchen. I could build it at the park while my kids played. Like I could do it anywhere I wanted. So I was like, wow. So that's kind of how I got involved into coaching. I sort of stumbled into it. Again, I don't have a big weight loss journey. I don't have a fitness background, but that's the super cool thing, guys, is like, everybody has their own why they get involved, and we teach you everything you need to know about running this business. And we are actually the number 3 team in the company. So we have like the training like laid out. Like we have taken all this amazing training that we can get our hands on, and we've sort of like condensed it. And so if you come to me and you're like, hey, I want to build like a part-time business, I'm like, all right, here's what we got to do. This is kind of the path you're going to go on. But if you come to me and say, hey, I want to build like a full 6-figure plus income, you know, I want to build my own fitness empire, I'm like, okay, here's the training. These are the steps you need to start taking. And this is the path we need to go down. And again, that's like another cool thing about coaching is we all are on our own like wavelength, you know, like we've got lots of part-time coaches. We have lots of people who just do it to like earn some extra cash. But then we've got a ton of people who are building, you know, these businesses and building more than their husband makes, you know, but that's not really what it's all about. The point is that this is a business that you can build on your own from scratch and the sky is the limit. And, you know, not only is it your own business, but you become part of this amazing family of ours. And so there's always, you know, somebody to connect with, somebody to ask a question to. We've always got all this new training, you know, lined up for people. So you're never alone. Like we teach you everything you need to know. But then that's the other kind of cool thing, guys, like talking about the training and being part of a team. Like I'm a really happy person. And I never imagined the personal development journey that coaching would take me on, because we are super big into mindset. Like if your mind isn't, you know, in the right place, then you're not gonna like reach your goals and have this vision and do the work to get to this vision. But the personal development journey, like even though I'm a very happy person, like I worry a lot, you know, I don't have a lot of self-confidence, or I didn't have a lot of self-confidence. But coaching and getting involved in personal development and being part of a team of like-minded people who, you know, want to help other people, it's like I have more confidence than I ever know I could have, because that's what coaching does for you. Like we build you up, you know, they say a rising tide lifts all ships. And that is our team motto. You know, we are there to lift each other up. And so anyway, it's been a super amazing journey. It's been a game changer because, you know, like I said, I've got my own business that I've built. I've got a purpose, and I'm able to contribute financially to our family, which is super cool because I love money, and I love to spend money. But when I was like the stay-at-home mom, like there was a part of me that sort of felt like, oh my God, here I am buying this, buying that, out to lunch, drinking wine. My husband's off working and I'm spending money. Like it's sort of like having a financial background and working for Merrill Lynch. Like I'm a numbers girl, like I'm a number cruncher. And so like, it kind of bothered me that like I wasn't like making money. So here I am making money, running my own business, and part of this amazing coaching community. And we would love for you to join us too. So take a look through the rest of the videos, hear from another team member of mine. And if you have any questions, you know, feel free to reach out to me. And I look forward to sharing this journey with you. Okay, bye guys.